Good morning everyone, my name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming and welcome back to Total War Fronts of Britannia, our Circenn campaign. To start the episode off, I will just bring in a few information about some of the discoveries I made, and we will start with this one. In the last episode, I told you that this would be probably the giant steps. Actually, it's called Giant Causeway, and it's an area. I'm reading you off the wiki once again. It's an area of about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, the result of an ancient volcanic fissure eruption. It is located in the county of Antrim on the coast of Northern Ireland, about 3 miles northeast of the town of Bushmills. It was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1986 and a National Nature Reserve in 1987 by the Department of the Environment of Northern Ireland. So you can look it up. It's very beautiful. You can visit the area, and I believe it's quite an interesting. Like, this is one of those places where I would really like to go and visit, because this is how it actually looks in real life, which it's maybe it's because I like symmetry, and this really reminds me of that. And so then I remembered that we also found this basalt formation, right? It looks very similar. Like, I wondered if this would be the same thing. And well, yes, in the sense that it is basalt columns that form this particular formation on this particular island. But I believe that this is what this represents is actually Fingerless Cave, which is a sea cave on the uninhabited island of Staffa in the Inner Hebrides of Scotland, known for its natural acoustics. The National Trust for Scotland owns the cave as part of the National Nature Reserve. It became known as Fingal's Cave after the eponymous hero of an epic poem by 18th century Scot poet historian James Macpherson. So basically, Wiki says it's formed entirely from hexagonally jointed basalt columns within a Paleocene lava flow, similar in the structure to the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland and those of nearby Ulva. So I'll put this up as well the description down below, because I found this to be, I knew about this, as I said before. I didn't know about this one. And if you live in the area or you plan to take a trip to Great Britain, what I'm posting from Wiki, remember, it's just a small part of what is to do, what is to see, and the information available about these places. But I'm trying to find a quick source, a common source from which I can give you more information, because I can't really check, not being from Great Britain, I don't know exactly, or Ireland, I don't know exactly which sources are best to throw this information at you. However, if you do have certain links or ideas or more information about these places, once again, please do share. I would love to see and hear about it. And I also looked up like this Hogback Masters workshop, like the Stones of Govan, Hogbacks of Govan as they're called. I will post a link from the wiki about these stones down in the description below. Just take a quick look. They're quite beautiful. Those sculptures are quite something to see. And if you've never seen them before, I believe that this might be the right moment to do so. Let's continue where we last left off, and we will start with our king. We've replenished a few of our troops. They have 2 armies outside, a general and this levy skirmisher cav, and they do have all these troops here. So what I'm going to do to start with, I am going to engage this king, or this warrior, this general, and take a look here. So they have quite a few axemen, they have a bunch of spears, which I'm not too worried about. though they will present a bit of a problem for us because they have armor of level 2 and 3. They have also a bunch of skirmishers, but I will take care of them with our cav. So mostly I'm afraid of his axes. I could just go ahead and fight like this, but I believe it's slightly better to fight this town's forces on open ground. If I fight them on the walls with these troops that are actually quite depleted, I don't think I have a good chance of winning. So let's have a manual battle here. Let's take care of Dyflin's forces. We're very lucky that we moved back, we retreated, had a bit of a strategic retreat in order to force his general to attack us, and they had quite a good chance to defeat us. But we were better, we were smarter than them. We will see, maybe in the future. As I said, I knocked the difficulty back a bit, because I dislike the artificial enhancement of all their stats. But maybe when I go to an even higher campaign difficulty, maybe on, I don't know what's, I think we're on very hard now, and maybe the next one is legendary on campaign map. Maybe when we get to that difficulty, we can actually have some really tough battles, because this seems to be the big difference between what we played with before and now, that the AI gets some bonuses on the world map, recruiting better troops, getting better armor, more leveled up troops, and by doing that, I think we've actually gained a bit more out of it, like the challenges has risen up. Okay, let's have these troops, let's have these swords on the side.
Eager to fight.
His general is an elite sword infantry, okay, but he is very depleted, so these troops here are very depleted. I'm actually thinking of engaging his general there. I will run to take up the hill.
Drive the horses. The enemy tremble before our superior.
Getting a few troops in there, a few ranged troops to shoot at him before the rest of his troops arrive would be great. Maybe those other troops will run towards us.
Battle awaits us. Archers! Wind them into the mud.
Our troops are almost here. They've gotten quite a bit tired from running uphill. So
very well.
No, I think I found something new. So if you hold control and go up or down, you can actually change your formation. I didn't know that. Like how wide your formation is. What I was trying to do is tell them to go a little bit forward and not run. So yeah, there they are, the skirmisher troops.
Bowman.
What I am going, and they do run towards us. What I'm going to do is change places, bring the crossbowmen here. I will bring the archers to the front. I'm gonna try to skirmish with their skirmisher units. The rest of these troops are running while we're resting, which will be very useful for us in the upcoming battle.
Run, warriors! Axeman! True Britons forever! Archers! Attack from range!
Okay, let's go with some fire arrows.
Fire on them!
Actually, I'll bring the cav here. These are Eastman archers.
That was too close! Axeman! Don't hold back! Pound the air! Spearman!
Good, let's bring crossbowmen forward. Let's bring our general in. also our swords.
Horsemen! Annihilate them!
What I'm going to do here is just engage those troops.
Horsemen!
Now I'll engage these troops here.
Make them fear us! Horsemen!
Nice, we have a really good charge on these archers here. I'm gonna take one of the other units of cavalry and bring them to the north.
Horsemen!
Since they've left this area,
Cavalry!
these troops
Send the
exposed,
barrage!
we're not going to forgive them at all.
And fire! Annihilate! Shields up! Cavalry!
Hey,
Faster!
they won't engage those swords there. We're not gonna let them. We're just gonna go forward. Let's see. With this crossbowman, I want to shoot at this scout.
Death from
Troops.
afar! Kick your steeds! Faster!
Let's run away from his male
Shift yourself!
axeman.
Making haste! They shot me!
I'm gonna come like this to them and charge again into their archers. Those Eastman scouts are taking some casualties.
Hit hard! Forward! We're taking missile
Okay.
fire! Ride
Now
to
we should
victory!
get
Hurry
away
up!
from them once more.
Shift yourself!
There we have it, we broke them.
Send them packing! Gee up! Ride to victory! Meet steel with steel!
We should also try to take care of those javelin men right there. We're doing quite good because we're in the forest, even though it slows us down.
Quick march!
Let's actually engage his troops.
Battle! Hit hard! Attack!
I just thought about that. Now they're in position to rest and we don't want that from them.
Ready for war! Annihilate them! They came out of nowhere!
Let's see, where...
Loose at
I can't
will!
see his general.
Aim! And fire! Deploy ranged attack!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay, so they have some male axemen right there.
For war!
Our hidden units have been discovered.
On
These
that
troops
devil! Run,
have
warriors!
gone too far from their own,
Eager to fight!
for their own good.
Archers! Pound the earth!
Hey,
Don't hold
let's bring
back!
some swordsmen in here.
Swordsman!
Some swordsmen in here.
Making ready!
With these troops, we're gonna attack those troops.
Hit hard!
Maybe here. Okay, let's bring axeman there, axeman there.
Archers!
With these troops, we're
Men
gonna...
have been routed. They are leaving the field.
Drive the horses!
Okay, let's bring...
Retreat! Swordsman! Back and regroup! Get
So yeah, their troops are quite higher of... a lot tougher than ours. Like those level 3
Archers! Pound the earth!
units are actually quite good.
Horsemen!
Even though they're tired and exhausted and everything else, like
Our men have rallied.
they can really do a huge number on
Eager
us.
to fight!
Let's keep shooting at them.
Pound the earth! Get them! Horsemen!
Yes, you go there.
Kick your steeds! We found our foes! Annihilate them! Set for
See, they flee before our might.
Horsemen! Beat the retreat! Ride the
Hey,
horses!
let's retreat the cap.
Shift yourselves! Annihilate them! Kick your
Okay.
steeds!
Let's see, where could we... Actually, we can engage there
Missile! Faster! To battle!
and do quite a bit of damage.
Cavalry! Strike!
Okay, let's engage these marauders here.
Yours to command! Don't hold back! Beat the retreat! Hit hard! Get them! Bowman! Cavalry! Quickly! Ride to victory! Gee up! Kick your steeds!
Let's take our troops out of it, that battle.
For war! Making ready!
Okay, you shoot there, you shoot
Fire
here.
on them!
But we finish with those troops.
Gee up!
Let's just bring them here.
To victory!
You stay, make sure that these troops are broken.
This is shameful.
Annihilate them!
You go there. I want to take my king out.
Run, warriors! Pound the air!
Spears go there. You go here.
Shift yourselves!
Okay. Let's charge his general.
Back to the works
Let's
out.
ask the archer to not shoot anymore. Shoot there. If you
Set
wanna.
for war.
With these ones, I want you to shoot at those Eastman marauders.
Hurry it
Okay,
up!
let's take the king out because he's taken quite a few casualties there.
Hurry it up! Attack!
Let's engage here. With these troops, let's engage there. With these two troops, let's engage on this side.
Horsemen! Cavalry! Right on! Attack!
So you see, even with those broken troops over there, they still managed to do quite a big number on us.
Battle awaits us! Horsemen! Attack!
Like they are really tough.
Axeman, get them! Bowman! Quick march!
Okay,
Here's
you
them!
shoot there. You
Attack
shoot
from
here.
range! Down
These
low.
axes, I want them there.
Eager to fight! Spearman! We'll ravage their forces! Axeman!
Good, you keep attacking there, you keep engaging here, you keep engaged there.
Annihilate
I
them!
want you to go on that side.
Annihilate them! Faster!
Maybe retrieve some of the cat. Let's see, keep going forward.
See, they flee before our might.
Battle awaits us!
Our
Good.
men have turned tail and run.
You engage there, you engage here.
Drive the horses! Awaiting orders! Quickly!
The enemy general is dead.
Ready
Nice.
for war.
We have a dead general, so that should really help our situation.
Axeman! On the double! Pound the earth!
Good, so these troops broke as well.
Loose missiles!
Let's throw some
Axeman! To battle! Aim! And fire!
fire at those troops. We're engaging here with all our forces.
Archers! Bowmen!
With the bowmen. Maybe at them. I don't know.
Enemies, beware! Pound the air!
Oh, there we have it. So we've won this battle.
Don't hold back! Death from afar! You did us proud, boys! Right hard!
Okay, let's engage them there.
Cavalry!
Meet you here.
Gee up!
Engage those troops.
Victory!
We're doing cleanup so it gets very easy for us to take over the town. Because we don't have the resources to stay around for much longer. Let's see, end the turn. It was quite a quick battle, only 71 troops remaining. But we've lost almost our entire army, so basically unless you are a crossbowman or an archer, everybody suffered a lot of casualties. Okay, replenishment doesn't do us a whole lot. Now we occupy, we can fully occupy this this settlement. We're getting +5 supplies in our own or allied territories for 6 turns, +5, and 4,000 to the treasury. That's very good. Thrall trader, income from slaves. Well, that's a new type of income. +10 trade faction wide. It has to be quite interesting to play as Dyflin, if I do say so myself. So this provides you with quite a few troops, this as well. And the Viking harbor here actually gives us a bunch of income from commerce. More income from commerce in local trade. I think if we go this way we can get some extra money, right? Yes. Then we also get level 2 and level
The
3
men are
weapons.
eager to get to it.
So one thing I could do right now is spend about 1,000 to get to level 2 weapons. Yet another spear. Let's check out what can we give to our general. So our general is now at level 5 champion and he can only have 5 stars in command by his own. Well, Scribe doesn't help us. Bard could be really good. The more we have, the more morale will our troops have. And when we get to the max level, we also get a minor diplomatic bonus towards all other factions. Then there's Forager, which could be good. Pillager, we're not really pillaging places. Siege Engineer could be good as well. But for now I think what I'll do is that I'll go with this, with the Bard, giving us the 10 fame at the end, plus 25 unit replenishment, and that bonus to diplomatic stance, which is good.
Our every foe shall
You,
fall.
go engage this troop.
Pick up those feet.
Now we can't reach
Our
that army, can I
bravery is
reach with you?
legendary.
No, I cannot.
Ready and willing.
But hopefully you cannot run in too many
We are
places.
eager
Let's see.
for glory.
Nope, he cannot.
Away to war.
With you,
We can't.
you can reach this port.
For the glory of the Gales.
I can actually take care of you
Never.
here.
We will not fail
Unless you run. At which point I can't go
Fighting
anywhere.
fit. The men are eager to get to it. I can't do that.
Darn it. I left him a space, an
No
open space by retreating
None shall
here.
stand against us. Never.
And now he can actually move around, he can even take this element. Let's check, level up our heir and governor. Give him more points into scribes. The next character is the other governor, also at 5 loyalty. Let's start putting points into scribe for them. We need a bunch of extra food. We're taking a look here. A watermill is the first building we should build. The next one would be this Armoreb, and after that, let's see, 88 to 108 food. That's a big increase there. Here it's not that much. So the fisherman seems to be at least producing a tiny bit of extra food. Fishing jetties, that's another 20 food, and that's another 20 food. So we'll go with those upgrades for the moment. Aid gained 2 command and 2 influence from playing his part in a battle. Honors God, we have a few things. For this, he's a what? A general? He's a general. He's our new general. Let's secure loyalty by insulting him, by paying him off. Yeah, let's try to insult him for a bit. A risk of rebellion in Yarmoreb.
None shall stand
This troop is
against us.
fully replenished. I don't think we'll recruit anything else on him, so we'll return him home in this province. Public order, penalties in all the places. I think as far as armies go, that's all we can do now. So let's end the turn. Let's see what's next. Okay, those armies doesn't seem like they've done anything special. But yeah, I think they've sacked the settlement, which is not great for our food. Yeah, we're at minus 104, and he will take over this territory. Yeah. Stone of Destiny, high and dry. After your army enjoys a bracing but ultimately fruitless trip to the seaside, you conclude that the Stone of Destiny is not to be found there. Your scholars now say that the kind of settlement most likely to be a hiding place for the Stone of Destiny would be an all-military one, somewhere with a long history of occupation, which would have been able to defend itself when the stone was a known treasure. They say they know just the place. So if we capture the next settlement, we get extra supplies and some more extra gold. And yes, it is in Ireland. A little kindness clearly goes a long way. This man has ceased to his unhelpful plotting and has instead begun to praise you. So now we have these both equally cancelling each other out. You. How do I want to do this? So I want you to engage this army.
Move on out.
Good. Now I can actually attack here. Yeah, get the cash.
Move it now.
For this particular turn, there's nothing we should do extra. I am going to retrain these swords, and I am going to repair here these buildings. With this 14 stack, I'm actually going to engage this faction and take back the Potter.
My strength grows greater.
So now we've re-established our domination here. We've gained back some of the foods, which means that the public order will rise by just a little bit.
My warriors are unparalleled.
And I think what we're going to somehow do next, like, let's check out how strong is this faction. Words mean nothing, aggressive, a man of two halves, and more likely to declare war and to make peace than most other, fickle and impetuous. He has quite a bunch of territories. Do we want to still be at war with Dyflin? We have a bit too many wars. We have what we wanted from this area, which means that Dyflin for us is no longer an enemy. You see an enemy of Dyflin? I do not see it.
My time is precious. Do not waste.
He doesn't want the peace treaty. Okay, so I guess we'll stay at war a little bit longer, but then I want to come here and take over this town. They have the Citadel of Isle, +5 to public order, +20 fame, -1 unit replenishment, +20 max number of all units in the recruitment pool, and -25 corruption. Okay. Mighty War Chief. Multiple victories have only boosted this man's reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Gaining +2 to command and +2 to influence. That is good. Skills available. For this governor, he has a whole lot of loyalty, so we're just gonna give him more scribes. For this new general, actually I'll give him 1 extra loyalty point. For this governor, he's quite loyal. We just need to give him a scribe. Though he does have this usurper legion. Let's provide him with a priest, so those effects are cancelled out. As you can see that the Circenn usurpers are actually, or were actually going out, because on the next turn it won't be the case anymore. We got quite a bit of public order penalty right now from the lack of food. We have some extra money that we can use to boost some of these buildings. If we're gonna upgrade the artisan, the silver will get a boost. If we go, what other things can we do? We can have a library. A library would be okay-ish. toolmaker could actually also provide us with some bonuses. Scribes would be good. What do we need for... Oh, we can actually start researching this. Getting libraries. Maybe even go here to the church care. Though we do need some extra upgrades on our troops. Because they've started to become a tiny bit overwhelmed. So I think that first of all we are going to build here maybe an artisan. Let's check quickly our provinces, see if we can get some food from anywhere. This fishing port, that's 10 extra food. But after that we can actually gain 20 extra food. So maybe here. Mana has a space open to make a runestone carver. -5 to food production, +2 to public order, +10 to fame, 150 income from industry, and +1 to unit morale faction-wide. That is a good building. However, we need the food now. I guess I'll upgrade the fishing port. And that should be about it for this turn. With our king, we are going to keep him still. One is for the public order, and the second one is for him to replenish his forces. There's not a whole lot of wealth to be had here. Okay, I guess that's about it for this turn. And that's all the time that we have available for this episode. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the discoveries, and I hope that you like what we're doing almost every episode, or almost every recording session, let's put it like that. That I'm bringing you some new things from around the world. And I personally enjoy, because I'm finding all these new places that I've never even heard about before. So for the moment, I thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day, everyone.